Melissae here on Venusian Empress Oracle. How is everyone? Happy Saturday. We are here on the 4th of July weekend. May the force of the 4th be with you. Blessings, everyone. It is Saturday night Empress Live, and I am Empress Melissae. So we are going to be getting into a reading around the buck supermoon energies and see what is going on, what we need to be aware of and pay attention to at this time. All right, guys, now if you were drawn here, it's not by accident. There is a message for you. So let me know how this may be resonating for you. Hit the like button, leave a message below for me, and also subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of the readings that I put out. In fact, I just put out the first half of the readings for the signs. So we have everything from Cancer up until Sagittarius at this point. So go check out your reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever sign that may be under for you, and see what is going on for you in the collective energy. On the bottom here, the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. All right, so some of us may be stuck in that right now, or you may be dealing with someone who is stuck in this, and maybe you're feeling that energy as well coming from them. All right, we're going to be taking a look at the Shapeshifter Oracles cards as well as the Moonology cards to get an idea of what's going on for us at this time. Guys, if you need a personal reading, I'll have all of that in the description box. On the bottom here, we have meditate and contemplate. Definitely a time to go within and really try to suss out the situation that you may be dealing with at this time. More importantly, what is the logical as well as the best way to move forward with this situation where you can be the happiest as well. So definitely looking back as well as perhaps seeing as we can how we may be able to use that as leverage, if you will, moving forward on our path. We got the Four of Cups in reverse as well as the Queen of Pentacles coming out here today. All right, so, or Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So definitely going to be very important to get good and right within our heart space so that we can start to draw all of that abundance in. If we're constantly focused on the negative, we're never going to receive that cup of love maybe perhaps we're hoping to receive at some point from the one that we really would like to receive it from. You know what I mean? We have the energy of the Lovers coming out today as well. Queen of Pentacles, yes, this is exactly what we're looking for, to have that stable home life with the partner that's going to be balanced, that's going to be our equally yoked is what I heard, all right? So we're looking for that type of partner who really resonates with us and the ability to have that long-term type of connection with the other. All right, so we're also going to be tapping into the Moonology cards, as I said, and I do have my new tarot deck out here. Let me move this over a little bit. This is my Tarot of Oppositions cards that we're going to be using for this reading to clarify the Moonology cards. I'll also get some Guardian Angel message cards and see what is the advice from our guardian angels moving forward for this reading. Hope everyone is doing amazing out there tonight for this 4th of July holiday weekend. Thank you for hitting the like button as you come in. We're going to get some Lovers Oracle cards as well to see what's going on in love for us at this time. All right, so everything is teaching us, helping us to grow. All right, so take the lessons and move forward. Get your question ready for the end. I will answer it with my divination coin, guys. Let's get into this reading, shall we? Thank you so much to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides for setting a circle of protection and wisdom for us tonight. Help us to know what we need to know to best move forward. Calling back our power and sending that evil eye back to where it belongs. Yes, let's clear the energy of this space and get ready to go, shall we? All right, again, we got the Shapeshifter Oracle cards that we're going to use to get the main energy and message out today. Immediately, what I was seeing on the pre-shuffle is we might be having a little bit of nostalgia, but in a negative way, looking negatively back at the past. And this could be tainting our energy as we're trying to move forward, as we're trying to manifest more good into our lives. And this is a very powerful time of manifestation, with this being not only the full moon, but the super full moon. All right. So very, very important to be aware of what kind of thoughts and feelings that we're holding, really making peace with the past so that we're not tainting what we're trying to bring in. You know what I mean? All right. Brother raccoon, brother, oh brother is what I heard. You know, maybe you're over dealing with a particular kind of energy. You're over, you know, having the same types of dynamics coming up perhaps in your relationships or certain aspects of your life. Well, we have to make sure that we're dealing with those energies within ourselves so that we're not bringing more of those types of situations, because again, we're going to keep getting those until we work on ourselves and get ourselves right, and then we can attract and draw in the type of energy that we really want, if you will. Okay, so we've got hedgehog love. This one says positive, uplifting, new friends. Oh, so we're changing the energy of the people around us, are we? Well, this is definitely going to help everything to manifest a lot easier, because they say the 5 people around you, or the top 5 people that you spend the most time with, that energy is what's going to essentially kind of rub off on you, right? And so, like, if you're hanging around people that are in positive and good relationships, or, you know, they deal with things, they don't, you know, just go drink, or, you know, try to find some kind of distraction to deal with things, or just in general not deal with things, right? This is going to help you to be able to connect with the right type of people, all right? And to make even other connections, perhaps like in business and other areas of that nature. Pose brave flight. We had this come out recently as well. It's like being brave to step out on that ledge, you know, something you've never done before, but being brave and taking that flight, taking that journey, at least seeing where it can go. It's like anything in life. You're not stuck with way that you decide to go for the rest of your life. You can always change course if you decide that, hey, you know, I thought at one point that that would be really good for me, but then I decided maybe it's not, and go in a different direction. Same thing with, you know, your circles and the type of people that you're connecting with and that kind of thing. You have the ability and the right to switch up your life, you know, to switch up your friends, that kind of thing. If you find that they are not working out for you and they're not moving you in the direction that you really want to go, you know, you will not let fear stop you this time. Absolutely. Or anyone else getting in your head is what I heard, you know, trying to keep you from moving forward and taking those opportunities and those chances, if you will, that maybe you want to take, but yeah, it's kind of scary when you don't really have other people backing you up or supporting you, right? Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Little owling, wisdom, as light as a feather. Yes, you're going to receive something that's going to help you to, more or less, it's going to lift that heaviness, and you're going to be like, wow, this makes so much sense. No, I'm not answering any questions tonight. We're just doing a reading, but perhaps I will get on at some point, as you guys are really interested in that, and we will do a question and answer session, of course, for donation. All right, guys? So again, tapping into this wisdom that's really helping you to move through your situations a lot easier. You know what I mean? Not getting caught up in these difficult situations, these difficult people, knowing who you need to let go of and who you need to keep around, who's going to help you as you're moving forward on your path. And this is a number 10 energy, which is all about being at that point of, you know, moving out of one phase and into another phase. And yeah, you know, sometimes you have to put up those boundaries like the hedgehog, right? And when it's in a state where it feels like that it's needs to be protected. It's going to throw those quills out. It's going to protect itself. And that's exactly what we're being asked to do at this time. Be aware of those people around you, the ones you need to keep at bay, as well as the ones that are better to bring closer to you. All right. So, number 10, let's read this card. I like this energy a lot because I do feel like it's very important to be aware of the people that are around you, right? And how close that you're allowing them to be to you. And always testing that, the spirits, the energy of, you know, where they may be in any moment, because people can switch up on you, right? It is what it is. I mean, we change our thoughts and feelings sometimes, a lot as well. So um, we learn one thing, like with this wisdom energy, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, I never thought of it that way, but that actually makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? So this is going to make it so much easier for you to choose the right people to have around you, and easier yet to cut out the people that are not right for you. All right, so the hedgehog loves says, you are like us. You have been taken, adopted, marked, and accepted by creatures who are other, disapproving your belief that you are an eternal outsider. You have found Ken, and you now know that you can always call on your brothers and sisters. Ooh, so that's maybe why that brother raccoon card was coming out as well. Maybe you hung with more of a rowdy type, perhaps in the past, if you will. People who like to party, or just were a little bit more of a wild and free type, right? And there's nothing wrong with that in the right way, right? But we don't want to be living more of a destructive type of energy. This is more of that type of energy where we're not afraid to move out and experience new things, because we know that we have a natural protection in place that we can put up anytime when we see that someone isn't holding the right type of energy. You know what I mean? All right, so this card says, people who are real, positive, upbeat, and determined wish to hang out with you now. Join them and let's all experience a time of play, of protection, of being surrounded by loving beings. Like us, you may look different on the outside. You may even seem a bit prickly from time to time, but you just want to be safe and to be surrounded by people who accept you and bring out the best in you. Absolutely, right? So again, this is about choosing your friends wisely. It's about choosing those people who really do understand you and get you. It's like finding your vibe, your tribe, and really stepping out into that energy and not being afraid, unapologetically, if you will, to be who you are, all right? But also to, help others to understand that it's not necessarily a rejection of them. It's just really an understanding of what is good for you. And these type of people, that uplift you, that are upbeat and things of that nature, those are the type of people that we need to have around us, especially when we're trying to do better in our lives, right? All right, so you will find a true home with us despite our many differences. You will bear physically and energetically a mark that will help your brothers and sisters recognize you, making it easy for them to make friends with you. I recognize that energy because I'll do that whenever I'm in the OR, right? And it's such an intimidating environment if you're not used to it, right? Everybody is just, it's kind of like they expect you to more or less know what you need to do, and if you don't, then it's like automatically they kind of just push you to the side or treat you unfairly. And I'll actually like kind of go up to them and befriend them and be like, hey, what gloves do you need, blah blah blah, whatever, and I'll be nice to them. I'll give them little tips and help them out and stuff like that. But we need that, all right? And people do recognize that when they see that in other people. It's like, ah, oh, there really are still nice people, good people out there, right? But trust me, I don't let anybody run over me. I definitely put up my quills when I need to. All right, and I know my brothers and sisters as well when I meet them in spirit. You know, you feel that whenever you meet people. So trust that and really start to connect more with those type of people. All right, so this energy says making it easy for them to make friends with you, include you in their activities, groups, and parties, and tell you that you are loved for being who you are. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that awesome? You know, to have those kind of friends that don't have expectations of you, don't expect you to, you know, do things for them, don't have any, you know, agendas and those kinds of things. Yeah, a little owl told me, right? You're going to know exactly who you can trust and who you need to be aware of, right? You're going to take that brave flight, is what I feel, or you're being asked to leave those circles, those flocks of people that, you know, do nothing but bring you down, talk about other people perhaps and bring them down. It's time for us to know who we can trust and who we need to keep up our boundaries around. And I do feel like that you are tapping into this energy more and more, all right? So let's get some Moonology cards and see what's coming out for the energy at this time. What do you need to release? Or who do you need to release, more importantly, okay? Because definitely it feels like there's some people or energy around you that has been bringing you down that you may absolutely want to reconsider having in your friend circle. Meditate and contemplate, all right? Take some time to really go within, sit with the energy of those people and ask spirit to show you. You know, maybe you may not see right then in your meditation, but when you're around them, you'll be able to know and sense, you know, do I feel safe around this person? Do I feel comfortable around them? Do they uplift me? Those are the kinds of energies that we know are the friendly type, if you will, or the ones that are more likely to assist us and help us, you know, be there in our time of need, as opposed to just to, you know, be there for show, if you will, or to look good on your arm, or, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with this person, you know, that's not what it's all about. All right, so this energy says surrender to the divine. Again, it is time for you to really go within so that you have that connection in place when you meet up against and bump up against these other people and energies. You're going to know exactly how to suss them out. Full moon energy, yeah, the light's going to be shown on them, and you're going to see, are these people more dark or are they more light, you know? Because we all have a little bit of a mix, but which one are people more pulling from in any given moment? And that's what you really want to be paying attention to. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So I feel like right now, you know, it's like you're really getting in touch with that connection within yourself. Maybe you don't feel like with the mutable energy that you're always tapping in and feeling exactly how these people are, if you will. Maybe sometimes it's a bit confusing because outwardly people can be like nicer and kinder, and they can put on that act and mask and, you know, all of that, and then below the surface, you know, actually they're, you know, holding a much different energy. So I do feel like that this is a time where you're really tapping into understanding that even more, which is going to be so important for you as you're moving forward. To be able to understand what you're up against as you come up against it. Expect powerful change. Yeah, absolutely. This is going to feel so amazing. At first, it may feel like a little weird, you know, that you're actually connecting with other people that get you, you know, and that are actually nice and that kind of thing. But that's exactly how it should be. And that's how we all feel best, is when we support one another and when we're in those loving connections. You know what I mean? Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo, all right? A lot of heated energies, you know, could be coming out at this time. You could have Leo highly aspected in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Leo that could be trying to upset you or kind of get you into this energy, perhaps, especially if you're like um, challenging this person, is what I was hearing, you know? Because now you're stepping into new territory with this step out of your comfort zone, North Node energy. This isn't always going to set well with people when you start to move in the direction that really sets better with you, that makes you feel good, right? This is going to throw opposition and cause people to feel uncomfortable because you are changing. And those people that are really meant to be with you and to move along on your journey are going to stay in your life, all right? And naturally, the others will fall away. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Again, I do feel like that you are going to see very clearly, especially perhaps as you tell people no, you know, that you can't do something, or you need to, you know, take care of yourself, or, you know, you just need a mental health day. Maybe you don't have anything going on. You just need to take some time for yourself. And a real friend, a true person will understand that, and they're not going to continue to try to push and, you know, prod you into doing something they know you really don't have the energy for. Again, with what do you need to release, all right? This was our main energy coming out at the beginning in the pre-shuffle. Again, what or who do you need to release? I do feel like a lot of this is really centering around people and the type of people perhaps that have been in your life, all right? And the energies, like, how do they make you feel? That's really what you want to focus on. Do I feel good around this person, or do I feel worse after I deal with this person or I'm in their presence? That's going to be so important for you to pay attention to. Anybody that doesn't feel good, those are the type of people that you're going to want to move away from, all right? Because you are in a position with this Queen of Pentacles energy that you are getting your house in order, all right? And your house includes those friends, those people that are close to you. And I do feel like you are making some decisions, and it could even be with people in your home as far as who you want to have close to you, around you, in your environment even, all right? Dropping those burdens. I do feel like, again, we're going to be, perhaps some of us, cleaning up our friends list and reevaluating who it is that gets to stay and who needs to kick rocks, all right? So here we go. We've got the Two of Pentacles energy and the Page of Wands energy. So definitely it feels like it's been a bit of a back and forth situation, particularly maybe around one person that you keep going back and forth with. It's like maybe there are some good things about them, but overall it seems like, you know, they still are kind of teetering more on the negative side of things, right? And so nothing is yet set in stone. So I feel like you're still making your decision up about this particular person or situation. But overall, it feels like with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse that there doesn't seem to be, like, you know, a lot comes from working with this person, or you get a lot of value from putting your energy into this person, all right? It's almost like with the mutable energy, it makes me feel like this person doesn't even really pay attention to you or hear what you say a lot of the time. With the Three of Swords here, I definitely feel like they disappoint you quite a bit. You know, maybe they say that they're going to do something or show up, but they don't. And then you end up being in this, you know, frustrated energy. And maybe that's why don't let pride get in your way. This person may try to make you feel bad, you know, for not continuing to be friends with them, perhaps for calling judgment on them and saying, hey, you know, I've given you enough chances. And maybe what the mutable energy is saying is that I'm not blowing my horn any longer. I'm not going to keep trying to, you know, scream at you, tell you, you know, what it is that needs to change and how things can be more equal between us. You're not working with me, clearly, you know, so now I'm going to put you on mute, you know. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Maybe that's what you're saying to this person. You're calling judgment on them, you know. But it's not to say that you're not thinking about them. You know, this is someone, it feels like, that could have been very close to you. Again, with going back and forth, you know, and having to make a major decision perhaps about cutting some particular person out is really what this feels like. Don't let pride get in your way. So we have the energy of Four of Wands, but it did come out more in the reverse aspect, all right? So this person could be in your home, quite honestly. And that's why I feel like this could be a tricky situation with the don't let pride get in your way. You could be dealing with the Leo energy, all right? But more than anything, it just feels like this is a touchy situation, something that you're going to have to be very careful about navigating, if you will. Yeah, especially if you're trying to get this person out of your house, because I do feel like you dealt with a lot of dishonesty with this person, lying perhaps. Maybe this last thing that happened, this last lie that they told or something of that nature, was the straw that broke the camel's back type of energy, right? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you made a decision that you don't want to work with this particular person or energy any longer. You don't see where things can move forward. You know, it's not like you're trying to cause problems for this person. It's just that you simply realize that this isn't the type of energy that is helping you to move forward. You don't see where things can move forward and where you can work with this person, because maybe they're the ones that's always letting pride and ego get in their way, you know? They see that you're doing well, perhaps, that things are starting to go more in your favor, and maybe that is because you're starting to spend less time around this person. You could even just be pulling back and not spending as much time with them, especially if they're in your house. You could be in another part of the house, or leaving, you know, a lot of the time, just so you don't have to deal with this energy. This could also be at work as well. You could be switching where you're working at. You don't want to deal with arguments, you know, and confrontational people. You'd rather just leave the situation and go to something better. Stepping out of your comfort zone is absolutely going to bring justice to this situation. The thing is they're going to miss your energy, and the energy is going to be felt when you leave this situation. When these people really see you stepping into your power and saying, hey, I'm not dealing with this any longer, all right? And then once God, or, you know, cosmic energies, universal energies, sees that you're not dealing with that as well, then your energy changes. You start to move in the direction that you're meant to, because you're removing those blocks, all right? You're choosing to bring justice to the situation by not allowing it any longer. All right, so we have the Emperor on the bottom. Oh, yes. You know, this is a good Emperor, but at the same time, you know, you have got to be able to, again, trust these people that are around you. Know that they're going to come from an ethical perspective. You are in that energy, and that's what I see with this Emperor, is you stepping into your role as a leader of your own life, if nothing else, and taking the reins, all right, and moving in the direction that you know is really going to make you happiest. And it's not accepting this cup, it feels like. Yeah, this Ten of Cups in reverse, there's nothing in any of these cups, and maybe these are the amount of chances that you gave someone, all right, to turn things around. Now it's like mutable energy, all right, I'm not listening any longer. You know, the Sword, the Justice energy, you could be a Libra, cut it out. You know, you said, I'm done dealing with this. I'm done dealing with disappointment, whether it be from people around you, or again, just in your job, and competitiveness, and just never being able to get ahead or do any better, regardless of how hard you try. Never seeing the success, Six of Wands in reverse, that you've been looking for. So yeah, at a point, it's like it really is best to reevaluate the situation and make the best choice for yourself. Because once you take control of the situation and you recognize those two cups behind you, instead of crying over spilt milk, you bring yourself together, you pull up your big girl, boy, or girl panties, right? That's when everything starts working out for you, all right? Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Yes, when we take control of our own energy and our own lives, and we start to make those choices where we cut out what isn't working, and we fill that in with the things that and people that are working, that's when we really start to see things improve in our lives, right? All right, guys, so that is some amazing energy to step into, taking your own power back and recognizing what it is that you really want and what's most important to you. That is true power, all right? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can be brave enough, if you will, right? To use that wisdom that they've gained wisely, perhaps about what they learn about people, and being able to understand and read the energy of people so that we don't end up taking so long and getting lost, and then we have to recourse, reset our course in life, try to get back on track, right? So we're going to use that wisdom, or you're being asked to, with that wise little owling there, to be able to evaluate and save yourself some time and energy, a lot of time and energy for that matter, because if you end up getting married to these type of people, oh my God, then it's much easier, as they say, to get married than it is divorced. And that is absolutely true. All right. So you definitely want to ensure who you're connecting with, reading that energy so that you don't end up in these 10 of Cups reverse situations, right? Yeah, we want to have all of the beautiful aesthetics, and pleasing things around us. And the only way that we can ensure that is that we have our picker working properly for us, all right? And that comes with doing that inner work. And that is the benefit of doing the inner work, is that you are going to live a much happier and fulfilling life. Let's get some guardian angel message cards out and see what's going on. If you guys need a personal reading, don't hesitate to reach out at the information in the description box. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for liking the video as you come in. Let me know in the comments how this may be resonating for you as well. We got this beautiful blue energy coming out, throat chakra. I do feel like it's going to be very important for you to tap into that power of your voice, because that is what creates everything in our world. And as we become more confident and powerful, we step into that role of knowing what it is that is right for us. And we can feel good about knowing that even if it's going to be a little harder, more work, to go it alone for a little while and get back on the right track, it's still going to be well worth it than going for years in the wrong direction, right? So a prayer today that you can say to your guardian angel: dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me to not to fear the transient nature of life, because things are always changing, right? You got to go a different direction. Sometimes things happen in life that we don't have a choice. We have to take a different course of action. So we have to be able to regulate ourselves mentally, emotionally, and get back on track, right? Stay in the game. That's what this is all about. Not losing your way and staying in your energy within yourself, staying balanced and whole, all right? No matter what life throws at you. And we all get things thrown at us in life, trust me, no matter who you are. All right, so help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light that emanates from the heart of every living thing. All right, when it comes down to it, we want to remember the essence is that we're all trying to get to that good place, right? Some of us are more on the right track than others, but sometimes, when we get on the right track and others are not quite there yet, and they maybe don't want to come up to speed with us, pun intended, right? Then we have to make the decisions. We have to be that emperor and stand in our power and bring the justice to ourselves by taking that leap of faith in the right direction towards that north node, knowing that the bravery is going to pay off handsomely if we can just stay and not let our pride get in our way, not turn back to things that we know are not moving us in the right direction. You know what I mean? That's true bravery, all right? So help me to surrender, to remember, that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all of creation, right? Everything is here to serve you. We just have to be in the right energy for it to do so. So as you get more into that energy and you're speaking more positively, you're re-regulating your mental, emotional energies, regrouping as you need to, okay? Don't give up. Just keep moving it, move in a different direction. Don't be afraid, all right? Because you are going to find your way as long as you keep trying. Love you guys so much. I hope you are doing amazing out there. And may the force of the fourth be with you. Let's get some love messages and see what is coming out for us at this time. Love for the collective. What's going on here? Ooh, we got this mirroring energy coming out here. So it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, right? So we definitely want to be in more of those reciprocal type of relationships. And once again, as I said, the energy that you're holding is what you're mirroring out to the universe and essentially what you're going to draw back to you. So it's not to, you know, be rude at all, because we all have to evaluate this. Like when we see things not working out in our lives, it's like, well, what kind of energy are we perhaps not realizing that we're holding, that is then being projected out there, that is drawing all this negative stuff to us that we're really not wanting. And as we get to a place of remembering that we are so powerful and we can get our energy right, we really will start to see things turn around and change around as if by magic, right? And I think many of us have seen that in the past. It's just kind of like, how did I do that? You know, it was so amazing, but how did I actually do that, right? Okay, so this energy today, more reflection coming out here. I got to cover her breast. My apologies, guys. But this card says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life. Correct. Absolutely. Because again, they help us to be able to suss out who are the people that we need to have our guards up with and who are the right people that we can let our hair down with and really start to connect even deeper with, right? So, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your mind. So when that starts to happen, or sorry, cloud your vision, when that starts to happen, when it starts to seem like blurred lines or we're not seeing things clearly, or it feels confusing, that's when we really want to go within and make sure that we're good, all right? And really looking at the situation properly. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So this could be a key thing that could be holding you up and really not allowing you to see clearly perhaps the decision that you need to make about a particular person or situation. Whether you need to take flight and leave out of this perhaps controlling situation where someone's not seeing you as an equal, and start to really see perhaps where this may be happening within yourself, so you can start to change that around and really attract again that vibe and that energy from those people that you really want to engage with, right? All right, guys, are you ready to get an answer to your question? I've been waiting all reading for this. Let's do it, shall we? In 3, 2, and 1. And it is clear that the answer at this time is a big yes, baby. I love it. Guys, if you haven't checked it out already, I have put up the first half of the individual readings for the signs. So go ahead and check those out and see how they resonate. Watch them for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever placements you feel you want to watch them for. Get the energy that you need and the messages to help you to move forward through this powerful portal of energy, because this is a time that we can really make some big changes in our lives. So I hope these messages have helped you. Again, thank you so much for being here and showing your support with your likes, comments, shares, donations. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you don't miss any readings I put out. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.